So much of our research and planning was initiated by using Google. We'd find out a lot of facts and opinions about domestic abuse just through a simple Google search. The quickest way for us to find image inspiration was to do a Google image search. With thousands of domestic abuse campaigns, it wasn't hard to come by every type of image that would represent domestic abuse. Although there were many images, there weren't many that had been discussed in a more artistic, deeper way of thinking about domestic abuse. They were quite hard hitting, and it would be interesting to create images that weren't necessarily that popular. So YouTube had many videos containing a lot of quite raw and brutal imagery, both American and British campaigns. It was clear that they were very apparent in the way that they chose to illustrate abuse. This encouraged us to test this pattern. Uploading to YouTube as well was something that became quite regular for us, be that uploading footage that we had filmed or a video analysing my thoughts. Okay, well, Blogger was pretty much the core of my entire experience with technology and this media course. Everything that we thought of and did was recorded on this kind of online diary. I found that Blogger was extremely useful as it gave me the chance to look back over our ideas. It was good to see where we were going, and sometimes if we strayed away from our initial aim, that a quick flick through old posts would quickly anchor the plans for future, the ideas and the filming. New posts were updated often in order to keep our project progressing smoothly. It was good to have a clear plan in place throughout the blog. Facebook and Twitter were perfect for our audience feedback. They were just so quick and simple to use. It was really good to have instant reactions to concepts such as our poster, film titles, general ideas. We would make many alterations to our products just as a result of the comments received from Facebook and Twitter. Prezi was just an exciting new way to present ideas. It gives an interactive experience, being able to zoom in and out, gives any presentation, facts and figures, a fresh scent and something interesting to watch, especially with Prezi's new 3D feature. Prezi is an online application, which means our presentation is out there on the internet ready to be watched across the world, and I think that this idea of accessibility is something that is incredibly important to us as a group, just because we are promoting awareness to a serious cause. Movie Maker is a Windows program which allows me to do basic editing on small clips to upload as a high definition file to either YouTube or Blogger. I chose to use Movie Maker to finalise on editing, and I could do this on my videos and my storyboards. And at the very beginning I also edited very basically raw footage. Movie Maker has very basic tools which I can use for cutting, and I can montage pictures and add sound files too. Adobe Photoshop is a program that I have used plenty throughout this course. I can use Photoshop to sketch out my ideas to present to my group and on my blog. Photoshop allows me to create lighting settings too. This is extra useful to demonstrate my thoughts and all the little details too. Once I have illustrated my images, Photoshop has an animation bar. This I can use quickly to create a flickbook-like animation. Once this is done, I can save as an AVI file, which means I can finish off any editing I want to in Windows Movie Maker. Adobe Sound Booth was used for editing and changing the file type of our sound. We used Sound Booth as a simple method for altering the file type and making the necessary changes to the file, which we then transferred into Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere Pro was a fundamental program that we used to edit all of our footage in our final film. From the simple first steps of cutting the footage to adding the transitions, the audio transitions, and the few effects we have, editing on Premiere gave us the opportunity to give our film that professional looking result. The Microsoft Suite enabled me to use a Word document to type up all of the information received from social networking, feedback, my thoughts, anything that really required a post. I initially wrote up in a document. This gave me the opportunity to write up wherever I was, plus use the review features. PowerPoint allowed me to create presentations holding the information needed, but just designed to be just that little bit more interesting in the appearance element. After I had made a PowerPoint, I could upload this to SlideShare, which is basically an online conversion. Audacity I used to edit all sound uploaded to my blog, excluding the sound file for our film. Any narrative by myself or sound files such as the music box and the music toy, they were all edited and cut using the Audacity program, which has many different effect features I could use, but I mainly concentrated on the cutting element, also amplifying sounds. Audacity can also record sound, which I am using currently and I have used a lot throughout. We used an aluminium iMac, which has both Adobe Premiere and Adobe Sound Booth installed on it. We used the iMac as the design and editing features on the Mac allowed us to create our products to a high quality standard. The JVC camcorder was used for the handheld shots, which gave us a slightly lower quality effect. This was created in order to show the gritty shots in a faulty, inconsistent, slightly jerky way, seeing as these shots were only ever intended to be quick glances into the thought processes of our main character. The JVC seemed like the best way to capture this. My Nikon D5000 camera I used to take pictures seen on my blog. This camera can take high definition photographs, so for example the close-up photos of the music box, kettle and so on were taken with this camera. The camera also records video, which I have also used. The HDV camcorder can record in high definition and was used for the most part of the filming. Along with the train, reflector and under the drama studio lighting, this camcorder was a lovely camera to work with and produce some attractive footage.